stream. We are going live right now. Yes, alright, should be fine. Hey everyone, welcome. Sorry about that. Everything should be working. We can go off of starting soon because we are in fact here. That is not the right screen. I don't know why it's always messing that up between streams. And I thought about checking it, but then apparently I didn't. So there we go. Let's minimize that. I can see the chat. Everything's fine. We're live. I pinged everyone. I realized as I was pinging people on my Discord that I had not pinged people last stream. So that was a bit of a whoopsie. Hey, Gaming Giraffe. Wow. My throat is just immediately messed up. Great start to the stream, right there. Alright, let's go. We're going to talk about what we're going to be doing today. We are doing watery richcraft. As just another guy put it, that's exactly what we're doing. So, first of all, this is what we did last stream, right? The amazing penguin wall, still here. I changed the hand washing sign to now be more detailed as well. So that's cool. And that's all I did, really. I still need to change the billboards, the whiteboards. And I fixed, the tunnel is fixed. I can see meerkats using it every now and then. There. So that is all, oh, hello. That's all working just fine. So that's really, really cool. So yeah, last stream's efforts were not in vain. So we are going into Waters of the World today, because that's where I have been working off camera, doing a couple of things. So yeah, we all saw this last stream, a little trim around the button, bottom, just a little detail that was still missing. I always intended to add that. I also added this. This was supposed to be the desert mouse enclosure. It could still be that. But as you can see, I used an exhibit in here, which is how I got all of these cool details, and I think it looks pretty nice, and it could still work as a desert mouse enclosure. The animal that I put in here is a scorpion, and I think that actually works quite well as well, because the meerkats are known to eat scorpions, and that's a really cool fact about them. So it's actually really cool if we have some scorpions around here. So I'm gonna just go into my trade center over here, and I'm just gonna take the rest of them. An exhibit, yes, I managed to make it work somehow. So let's put all of these freaking scorpions in here. That was all of them. And yeah, I think it is ridiculous how big this exhibit is, but it works, I guess. I don't know, we can still imagine that it is actually just for a mammal, because like a small mammal, because the size of that is pretty good. But yeah, it's kind of predator prey, but not really. I do miss that a lot. They have this at Keypark Zoo. They have like a place where you have an exhibit for snakes, and on the other side of it is just a habitat. And that's something that I did as well with the meerkats. I don't know if you can still see it. Yeah, it was over here. So this was the old meerkat viewing. So you had this for like the underground viewing like we have it now. And then over here I had an exhibit that you could look through into the meerkat exhibit. And that was really, really cool. But yeah, I couldn't get that to work in the space that we have now. So, bit of a bummer. Oh yeah, I finished the mesh. There you go. That is completely done. So now I just need to imagine the possibilities if we got 2x2 and 1x1 meter exhibit, or even smaller for real life accuracy. Yep. We can only dream though. Like, that would be a lot of work for them to add, I know. So I'm not gonna expect it. But yeah. Yeah, for the spiders it's... I mean, scorpions and spiders have similar size exhibits in real life. I'm going too fast. But yeah, that's the exhibit. So I did some custom extending of the wall. It's not perfect, but it works pretty well. Just to blend it all together, and yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat. So, into the waters of the world then. So, over here, not done. Over here, we saw that last episode, I think. Did I go in the last episode? I think I did. Now, first a little trick over here. We have the penguins, and you see they are diving. Wow, how did I do that? Well, I used mods. With Planet Zoo Plus, you can actually lower the depth requirements. It does make it sometimes a little buggy though. You will see them clipping into the ground. Sometimes they fully go into the ground, and you just saw one jump out of the water like some kind of Olympic, yeah, like that. Yeah, it's not perfect. Oh yeah, one fully disappeared, and there you go. Yeah, that is... are you using prop mods in Keypark? No. I'm refraining from using prop mods. I want my only mods to be things that don't affect people downloading the zoo from the workshop. So I want someone to be able to download the zoo from the workshop and just be able to go in and be amazed at the possibilities that this game has. So if you're patient enough, that's the goal. Speaking of which, patience is key, especially when working with water. So over here we have, yeah, the first few, like, well, we had a few aquariums over there, but this is the welcome to the African freshwater. I don't know what we're going to call it yet. So this is African saltwater. So we're going to have two African saltwater tanks. We have the African penguin over here. You know, we're at the shores, but now we're going into the land. And we are in, yeah, freshwater area. So we got a African dwarf crocodile over here. Got a nice little exhibit for that. And we got some aquariums over here. And you can see, this is what I made the thumbnail. That is quite some finicking around to get this right. It's not perfect, as you can see, like the water over here doesn't line up exactly, but honestly, you barely notice, right? From over here you notice it a little bit, but overall, yeah. I was thinking of African mangroves. Yeah, we will transition into mangroves from here. This is the mangrove room. But I'm more going for Asian mangroves. But yeah. That's what happens when you break the game. Exactly. So we're fine with that. And of course back here we're going to have the backstage entrance. This is one entrance into the serval. And two, we have backstage for those aquariums. And you can see they're not even that big. Like they're big, definitely. But they're not that big. So that's all pretty cool. Over here, on this side, you can see the inspiration for these aquariums. This is Awahan's Zoo, and it has a similar setup with the slanted sides. I think it looks super cool. So yeah, I wanted to incorporate that because yeah, it's just really cool. This is also what I used over here. We got the electrical eel. There's just a lot of cool stuff. Oh, look at that. It's really cool. I really like this aquarium. It's simple, but so effective. You know, I'm like zooming through it right now because I'm trying to find certain things, but I can't find it, so whatever. That's the inspiration for this part at least. Spoilers. That video won't come out for a long time. So yeah, that's that. So breaking water number 1 is these tiny aquariums. Breaking water number 2, over here, an even smaller aquarium. Can you see how thin this is? Like even compared to those other ones, which were relatively thin. Hey Tony, if I were to take, let's say a 1 meter something. Like this brick column, 1 meter. Over here we have roughly the width, so it's under 2 meters. compare that to this. Like, it's even thinner, right? So how does that work? I like how Owens just doesn't care up and transitions from aquarium into a vulture walk-through aviary. It's pretty great. It was quite the experience. But yeah. So, and of course also in here we can just add the water. Huh! I could have swore this worked yesterday. But the habitat gate is blocking it. Wait, what if I free build? Huh. Habitat gate is blocking it. Well, here's me breaking water without actually breaking water. So now we can put it in. So you can see, like, the water goes in here just fine. Even though it's like super skinny. And the reason for that is the curves. These curves over here are making it so that we can actually put the water in here. For some reason the game is a lot more lenient when it comes to curves in putting water down. We found out about this over here. When I put down this aquarium, I was like, wait, why can the water be in here? Because this is a similar shape. As you can see, it's even thinner at the edge over here. And it just doesn't make sense that the water can go in here. It should be way too small. But the game's fine. So I tried to recreate that over here. Where are we? Tried to recreate that and it actually worked out pretty well. So yeah, pretty cool. Over here we got another nice aquarium. This is not going to be that full actually. Because if we were to do that, the keepers wouldn't be able to access the water at all. So this is the height that the water is going to have, which is actually fine. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. So yeah, the water's going to be like that, and I think it's pretty cool. Like, you come out of this kind of tunnel sort of thing, and there's just a big aquarium right over there. Gonna have Africa cichlids. Yeah, cichlids in there. It's gonna be cool. Well, then we have the mangrove room, which hasn't changed much except for the elevation. I'm constantly fumbling around with to make this. So what happened over here? I don't know what happened over here. Messed up my terrain somehow. But yeah, I gotta play around with this area a lot still to make it a nice gradual slope down into the ocean section. And I forgot to show you guys a thing. You should do an update tour video soon because there's so much stuff in this project. Well, we could, but honestly this stuff hasn't changed much. I'm showing you now because I'm changing things again. So don't worry. Whenever I change something, I'll show you guys. But yeah, over here we are in the big ocean tank, which, let's put some water in there. It's supposed to fill up all the way, but something's blocking it. I don't think I can unbox this. No, I have to put down a... Well, whatever. We're gonna remove the water anyway. Into the Lake Malawi aquarium because Lake Malawi has some of the coolest fish ever. I'll look into that. Like, are they big? Because they can fit into one of these. Water change. Do it. Do it now. So, over here, we have the reef tank, basically. Which is gonna have, like, blacktip reef shark, a bunch of other things. Now, I realized that over here, in the African freshwater area, we are adjacent... I have a speech impediment today, Jesus Christ. We are adjacent to the big aquarium over here. So how cool would it be if we had something like a small window like this, where you could peek. You could peek in, and if you're lucky, you might see like a shark swim by. I think that's super cool, but it doesn't really fit the area very well, right? We are not in any kind of salt water. This is supposed to be the freshwater thing, so I don't know if it makes sense. What do you guys think? Should we keep the little window hole just because it's cool, or should we not? That's the question. I would like to know, because I'm on the fence about it. How is the circle so small? It's a gutter. Oh, it's a gutter piece. That one. So yeah, probably would make it a little bigger. Spoiler alert. Hey man, how's it going? Also, if nothing known, I say keep it if it doesn't break anything. Yeah, it's not about it breaking stuff, it's just, I don't know if it fits the area, like, from a zoo design point of view, you know? But it could be nice. It could be a fun little Easter egg sort of thing. I don't know. I'll have to look around my footage of a different aquarium to see how they handled it. But what we could do actually, we could do the same thing, but do it over here. So we have this hallway, which by the way I want to change. I want to push this aquarium further back so that this hallway becomes a bit thicker. But we could put the same kind of holes in this wall, and I think that will be way cooler. So I think I am going to remove this one. But it gives someone the need to explore more of the aquarium. Yeah, but I don't know. I prefer telling a more cohesive story than having random viewpoints like that. But and the aquarium has plenty of viewpoints. We'll see more about that as well. So we're gonna go down and we're gonna go in here. I changed this room a bit because I needed to hide something inside of the jellyfish thing. I don't know if I can show it. Yeah, so you can kind of see it over here, right? We have this this shiny thing on the left. That is something that we'll see right about now, actually. I'm gonna go down here. And welcome to Breaking Water again. Because over here we have this. I removed the floor. I don't know if I showed this last stream or not. I can't remember. But this is the back. This is going to be a marine like research lab, like the one they have in Billboard, Rotterdam Zoo, which is where they like breed fish and other things, and you can like see it, and it's all really really cool. I want to make that. We also have a window into the shark tank over here, which is cool. You're doing a water change. Good job. Good job. Yeah, so over here we have that. So it's going to be the Marine Research Lab. There's also going to be a door over here. Which will... I might do one door like this. And then we'll just have a wall over here. So that there's not two doors, because basically this is also going to be a backstage thing, even though there's a glass wall and water. Don't mind that. I'll explain. But yeah, this over here goes up to the shark tank, which is also where the habitat gate is. So that's where keepers will go to the shark tank, which is kind of cool when you think about it. And then over here I got some water, which is actually really really cool, and because we are going to be able to make some small fish tanks that way. So if we go to Rotterdam Zoo, let's quickly go there. Let's go to Billboard. I don't care which one. Just need to be in the Oceanium. Here we go. So you got this room with all these smaller fish tanks. And that is what I want to make here. So now we can, which is cool. And that's exactly also the thing that I had to hide over here. And because that water, yeah, it sticks, for some reason, it sticks through the floor. So that's why I had to move the jellyfish to kind of cover that up. And yeah, the water is like super skinny. Oh, it's doing some weird things over here as well. The water is super skinny because it's also connected to the water of these two aquariums. So if we actually undo all of that, these two aquariums, or actually all four of them, Dolphinarium had a setup like that for the shark nursery. Yeah, this also has sharks in it, I think. So you got some like micro things. There is sharks in here, don't worry. Just need to find them. Bunch of fish. Anemones. Fish. Fish. Anemone. Could have swore there were sharks in there. Maybe I'm skipping past them. But yeah. It's cool. It's really cool. Yeah. I hope so. I hope someone on Frontier will see this. But yeah, that is that. And yeah, over here, this is not going to be a functional backstage or like a actual like. It's not going to be like the thing we did last stream. It's not going to be like this thing. It's just going to be functional in terms of I'm going to put a path in here so that keepers are able to walk like this basically from the platypus backstage over to the aquarium. They're going to have a little shortcut there. Keeper only shortcut. So I think that'll be useful. But yeah, most of this stuff is not going to be very good looking because of the limitations we're up against. So yeah, that is that fun little area and another way we broke water. So now I'm actually not sure what I want to do. We could break some more water, or we could just build some stuff. I just mostly wanted to show you guys that. But let's remove this window. Starting with that. Boom, boom. Oh, they're not. They're not in a group. There we go. Hello. Hello. There we go. Perfect. Then, what we can do is over here, I have a lot of space left. And I can't edit anything because of all the water around, so let's get rid of all of that. Boop, boop, boop. Maybe work on the tanks from across the dwarf crocs. Yeah, we could do that. First I want to finish the layout of this room to see if I'm really happy with it. And then we'll move to those tanks, because those would be fun to make. So, we got this area over here. Now, this is the, this glass over here is connected to the mangrove tank. Now, I think this is over here, because if I put it over here, it's not gonna fill the mangrove tank. It's also interestingly shaped area. So So yeah, I'm pretty sure if I do this, the water's not going to fill it up all the way. And not only because of the height. Oh, it is. Then why did I make it that way? Did I move the walls? Is that... It was just outdated? It's weird. How is the aquarium going? It's going pretty well. Alright, so next thing I want to do is I want to make sure that this wall is the final version of the wall. And to do that, I need to know the final shape of it. So we are going to place down some billboards because I want to have billboards on this wall eventually at some point. Okay, that does not work. No, I don't know. Okay, yeah. I want to have billboards on this eventually, and I want them to be seamless, of course. So we're going to put down the billboards seamlessly so that we know that that's going to be a possibility. Although that is quite difficult. So today there was some really cool news. I recommend you take an inspiration from Phonia's crocodile mangrove. Crocodile mangrove. That sounds interesting. I'm not gonna have crocodiles in here, but it sounds cool. Alright. This part especially is where it's gonna be difficult. But yeah, some really cool news came out this morning. I don't know if any of you are interested at all in Dungeons and Dragons or Critical Role, which is a group that plays Dungeons and Dragons. To be more precise, it's a group of professional voice actors who play Dungeons and Dragons. And I freaking adore it. Like, I watch... Well, okay. I haven't been watching them for as long as I would have liked. But it's quite hard to get into. Because it's a huge time sink. Because, yeah, they've got like 3 episodes a month. And each episode is like 4 hours. But ever since the 3rd season or the 3rd campaign started, I've been watching it pretty religiously. And this year they also got an animated show on Amazon Prime, which has been just so much fun. Or they got that last year actually. I absolutely loved it because it's just a new way to experience this world. In a much more accessible format, I would say. And they've got a new season, which started... Wait, we need to figure out how to do this. I think I'm gonna go like this. But yeah, new season started last Friday. And I've been watching that. But today they announced that they have been not only been accepted for another season, but they've been accepted for so much more. Like there's gonna be a movie. They've got another series that's gonna start. And Like, they're gonna start recording it this year. Which is just... wow. It's so freaking cool. They must be so happy. Like, how cool is it to make your own series, you know? And to be able to play in it and just watch your world that you've been building come to life, in a way. But yeah, they're gonna make a series out of their second campaign, the Mighty Nine. It's also getting a series. And that's super exciting, because I've always heard so much good things about the campaign. Like the actual D&D campaign that they live stream. But I just have not been able to go in and watch that, you know, because it's just... it's too much. Like, to watch this series like that, that's already done. Like, it's just like, okay, there is... like more than like there's like several hundred episodes, 4 hours each. That's just not possible to like ever catch back up on. Like, you'll start watching it and you'll just think like, okay, oh, another episode done. Only it's like if I watch 4 hours a day, it'll take me a year to catch up on that series. It's just, yeah, not possible for a human to do something like that. Is this nice? It's perfect. Sweet. Okay, for this one, we're going to have to put it into the wall. Now this wall has been moved because I wanted to make this backstage here functional. Which is gonna be like, it's gonna be, hello, free build. It's gonna be like this. So I can probably height that. Kinda. But that does leave us with a dilemma over here, which is that we want this wall to be good. So I think what I'll have to do is turn this. Well, this backstage is gonna be a mess anyway. So I can put it like this. Because I don't think a 2x2 meter... No, it's not the same height, you see? It's different. So I'll have to put this like this. Even as for someone who doesn't follow Critical, it's awesome seeing them getting all this stuff in the midst of every series cancelling stuff left and right. That's right. Is the Red Panda and other enclosures somewhat finished? Nope. I have not really touched it since we did that live stream. So we got what we built then and nothing else. I've been actually doing a pretty decent job at sticking to one area. Because I'm becoming more and more motivated to just finish something. For the love of God, please finish something. It'll be interesting to see how I hope that it doesn't take me too long to actually do these billboards, because my God, it's gonna be difficult to figure out how they fit together again. It's not gonna be impossible, just difficult. There we go. It's flickering. Wait, I need a... line them up perfectly. That's as good as it gets, I'm afraid. I think this will be insane once it's finished. We've been drowning in Africa recently. Yeah, I know. Because it's so... well, I want to say it's so close to being finished, but this part is so close to being finished. The rest is all still. I mean, like this is almost done as well. And it's just the aviary and this little bit, which is not going to be as insane as this part was. So, it's getting there. But yeah, we're doing some aquarium stuff now because I feel like it. And that was ultimately always the main goal of Keypark. Is just for me to be able to do whatever I feel like. Can't wait for the aviary. I'll be honest, I'm not feeling super inspired for it right now. Like I have some ideas. But I don't have the big picture yet. Let's put it that way. So I'm holding off on it a little bit for a moment until I get that spark. Alright, let's hook this up over here. It's my zoo. Yes, it is my zoo. You guys are just along for the ride. All of you. Keepers is such a neat little zoo. I'm always shook how you manage to fit stuff so close together and have it feel naturally cramped rather than just randomly shoved together. That is the goal. Like the goal is what can we do with as little space as possible. We have a super small zoo. We're trying to do it at the most we can. Okay. Almost there. Oh, are you kidding me? Wait. I feel like I want to move. Yeah, I have to move this to be more here. And making cool posters. Where's Eben? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's busy. Eben found something super cool today. He found like a website of the Zoo of Antwerp and Blankendaal with a bunch of like older pictures of old exhibits, but also like backstages, and it's super cool. All right, that's it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 billboards. Oh boy. Is it a problem that this one's sticking out? I mean, if it were a problem, then... Oh, my back. That was nice. If it was a problem, then... Well, shit. Because it's going to be really hard to fix that. Although what I could try is... Can you send it in the chat or Discord? I don't see why not. I think it's just a public thing. I'm not sure though. Like, I feel like if Eben wanted more people to see it, he would have shared it. So I'm gonna let him do that if it's okay. But yeah, I want to quickly try to... good evening, Jody. I want to try to change these out for these as well. And just see how much smoother we can make the bend as well. Yeah, Eben keeps to his secrets. I don't know if it's a secret. But I don't know where he got it and whether or not it's confidential. So I'm gonna let him share it if he wants. Alright, what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna put it over there and then rotate around that. And I'm gonna get rid of all of these. Why would it be confidential? I don't know. He may have gotten it from someone at the zoo. Even though it's a public website. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Eben can share it. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything about it. And if that's the case, sorry, Eben. Here we got premium access. ZooChat Plus. Okay. As you can see, we are slowly building a circle. I like how this was all about water mechanics, and here we are playing with billboards again. To be honest, what someone said earlier about like if someone from Frontier sees Keypark, they'll get a heart attack. We often joke about that, like if our zoo ever breaks and we send it to Frontier, they're just gonna say like, yeah, what did you expect? With all the crazy shit you did, did you really think that the game wasn't gonna break? What's this doing over here? Don't need that. Alright, we are expanding it as well. Somewhat on accident. I do want to kind of... Probably do want to make this whole turn a bit sharper. Because we do need to eventually end up over there. Somehow. And I kind of want to keep this backstage over. Had to leave for a bit. What did I miss? What's going in this tank anyway? Cow nose rays. There's going to be cow nose ray tank. And over here is going to be crabs. But yeah, we are currently on a very nice trajectory of not getting to where I want this to end up. So I'm just gonna move this. Crab rave. I think that might actually be the correct species of crabs. I don't know. What species of crab was in the crab rave? Alright, I think this is actually fine. I don't know. There's a crab rave. I'm gonna Google this. Crab rave species. Species revealed. The crab rave species revealed. What is this? Oh god, it's loud. You guys couldn't hear it, but... No, okay, it's definitely not the right species of crabs. I'm sorry. I lied. I am a filthy liar. And I'm about to ruin everything we did so far because I want to... because we're changing this. Okay, no, we need to be behind... We need to be behind the stairs. So that is definitely a problem. So let's rotate. And move. Let's move this way. Like, that's good. If I just move this one a little bit. Like that. And we move this one. So another cool bit of news, I guess, is that I bought... Wait, it didn't have to move that much. I bought a new camera. So I don't know how soon you guys will see videos from it. Because, yeah, if you look at my zoo tour footage, this is all recorded on my old camera, obviously. What about the Christmas Island red crab? That might be it. But this is going to be for fiddler crabs. I bought a GoPro. I can actually get it. Woo! Hey! This is my new camera. So gone are the days of me carrying around some kind of monstrosity. And now I've got a new monstrosity because I still want to use my old camera. Or my old microphone. So I got the GoPro. And this is my microphone. So it looks really stupid. I still need to get an extension piece. Because right now the camera, or the microphone is actually in view of the camera. And I got a little like thing that is going to allow me to replace the microphone over here. But that still needs to arrive. We'll get it by Saturday. And HD Zoo Tours. Woo! They were already HD, but the reason I bought the GoPro is because it has a much wider field of view. So, you know, I can actually show this using Ansel. So if we are in this room, for instance, you know, oh no, hey, the water changed, but I didn't touch anything. That's a little worrying. I'm going to see if I can fix that later. But say I was using my old camera, right? It was kind of like this. So you go around the zoo, you film stuff, and it's like all a little up close. You don't see a lot of detail. And it kind of sucks. Because when you watch it back, you can't really see half the stuff. My new camera, the GoPro, is more like this. So you see way more of the room. So when I'm like recording indoor habitats and stuff, you're actually going to be able to see a lot more of what's going on. So it's going to be super, super cool. And other than that, if I want to, it does go up to 4K. I can record in 60 frames per second. But I need to do some experimenting with that, because that does gonna further, like, it's gonna make the battery deplete a lot faster. And the file sizes are gonna be humongous. And I already have, you know, a space problem. Like all of my stuff, 750 gigabytes. And that's 1 year of shitty camera. Well, not shitty, it was a good camera. It definitely served its purpose. But I'm really ready and willing to move up. But yeah, if I record in 4K 60 FPS, every zoo tour is gonna take 700 gigabytes. So alright, let's redo this. Actually, you can be at a further angle. We're gonna get rid of the blue stuff. Goodbye, blue stuff. Oh. And you can be over here. Oh, the angle was more extreme than I had in mind. Is it underwater now? Because that would be a little problematic. If I were to remove this barrier, would it be in the water? Not quite, I think. I think it's just barely not in the water. Yeah, you can see the water starts over there. So that's perfect. You can go back. These walls can actually go though. Goodbye. And now this one is a bit more complicated, because we can actually go all the way up into the corner now. Alright, I do need to get rid of that barrier because this is distracting. Yeah, replacing problematic billboards. We're almost done with the billboard placing. And I'll spare you guys the making of the actual billboard, because I need to make a mangrove first anyway. We need to make a mangrove in Planet Zoo so that we can put that on the billboards. Alright, let's try to hook that up. The billboards are gonna be mangrove trees. Gonna be surrounded by a mangrove forest, is the idea. And there we go. We got another problem. They are problematic billboards. It's just really hard to do a custom, very custom shape like this. But we have the space to make mistakes. Oh. See, this sucks because it would fit here just fine. We have to go all the way like this just for the wall. Oh, wait. I guess this wall is... This wall's kind of a placeholder anyway. So we have a little bit more freedom in what we can do. If anyone can do it, it's me. Aww. People have faith in me. Oh, we got some sort of billboard that we can drag, like a... Oh my god, imagine if you could put a billboard on a barrier. That would be... I have no idea how that would work. But it would be cool. Okay, this one is... challenging. Because we have this... Yeah, this is problem. Damn these problematic billboards. I could just put like something else here. Or do this. Yeah, I think this will be the only overlapping billboards that we place, because otherwise it's just gonna be nigh impossible. There. Now you get out. Get out of my billboard. There we go. That will go away when we get rid of the barrier. And this we can do... Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. Actually, maybe not very fine. Let's see, how fine is it? Is it fine? Yeah, it's alright. If we get some more tiger rock. Tiger rock. My favorite rock. Then, there we go. Now I will say of how much higher that is. This effect doesn't work as well. So I might actually want to increase the height of this to be this. But then the mangrove trees don't fit. Oh, this entire room is problematic. What I'm trying to say. I'll have to... yeah, wait, let's just lower this down again. Because that's what I want. I want it to be like you're going underneath the water level. We could make them overlapping as well, but that's a lot of effort. So what we also could do is to just figure it out later. What's with this rock, by the way? Is that one? Oh, that kind of sucks. Because it looks really good from down here, but it does not look good from up there. So I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Yeah, I think this will be the best looking scenario. Alright, so we got even more billboards now. But it will be worth it. Oh, can't type. So yeah, I talked about my zoo trip last stream. Going on a little zoo trip to Germany. And I realized yesterday, when I was talking about my GoPro on Twitter, Leaf said, you should go back and record the Zoopies in HD. And I wholly disagree. No, sorry. I completely agree. Wow, that was, I said the exact opposite of what I wanted to say. I definitely want to go back and record the Zoopies in HD. Especially with the field of view. Like, you'll be able to see a lot more of the cave and stuff. But that also made me realize the other place that has Fennec Fox in the Netherlands, I'm basically gonna be passing by it when I go to Germany. So I'm 100% going to make a stop there as well. Just to see if I can manage to spot the Fennec Fox there, because that would be really cool. All right. This is gonna look so awesome. Sure, you'll see it this time, right? They've got like 4 of them, so I feel like the odds are better. We will see. So, now that we've done the billboards, and I hope you guys can imagine it just like I can, because I'm just seeing this room like I have it in my head. It's gonna be amazing. I don't know how much this kind of stuff does for you guys, but when I look at this, I'm just like, my mind is lighting up. Like, I know exactly what I want this to look like, and it's not gonna work because the fish are actually very important to this tank, because it's gonna be a pretty like relatively boring tank. And in real life, you would have the cichlids in here, and they would be like all these different colors just swimming about, and it's so cool. But yeah, that's not something we can recreate, sadly. Oh, I have a cat. Cat time. Hey, hey. There we go. Cat time. Say hi, cat. Hello. She'll just be on my lap. African child. Stream cancelled. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Cichlid things are super cool. The cat's looking at me like, bro, why are you ignoring me? There you go. Gave her some attention. Yeah, you cancelled my stream, guy. The FBI's gonna be here. Slave trade. Oops. Oh. This is not going how I had planned. Actually, I don't feel like having to get rid of the barrier post for all of these. Wait, this is being annoying. So I'm just gonna hide those and that'll be good. Okay, this one's also not lined up. This is what it looked like. Alright. Now, before this one used to share its water with that one. Let's see if I can separate it over here. Or if that won't... Oh, that totally works. Well, perfect. Then that's not really needed. Then yeah, we got ourselves our mangrove stuff kind of reset up. So that's what it's gonna look like. I'm just gonna... Oh. Don't actually like that it's connected to the shark tank. I found another quick trick, by the way. I don't know if this is tutorial worthy, but I don't know if any of you ever have the issue that like your thing is trying to connect to stuff all the time. And it's annoying, like I can't put this down without it connecting. If you hold click down and you move it, wait, if you hold your click, it's actually not working. Well then, so much for my quick trick. This was working yesterday, I swear. Well. Okay, this is not behaving how I expected it at all. Oh well. That should work. Now it's no longer connected. There you go. You can do some really funky stuff with barriers, you know? Like, I actually wonder... I found out the other day that if you just do this, like you don't have to connect... Of course, this is a free build thing, but you don't have to connect your barriers to get them to work for like water and stuff. But it will cause this to happen when they're not connected. But it's interesting that that works that way, right? And it makes sense because it's just trying to calculate like the volumetric whatever. But I'm pretty surprised that that works as well as it does. Because if we, like, say we make the middle one curved. Actually, let's curve it the other way. What does that do? Okay, now we have a curved section in there. Yeah, of course, go play Planet Zoo while watching. Like, that's what I always do when I'm watching other people's streams. I'm mostly watching Critical Role while I play Planet Zoo. Oh, I recommend it. Probably want to get rid of this terrain because it's not really serving any purpose. There's also a hole in here that I kind of wish there wasn't. You a critter? Yeah! We were talking about the announcements from today earlier. Like, I don't watch live because I can't. Because, you know, Europe. But hey, we found someone. Yeah, no, look, I got these. Wait. Cat's not gonna like this. Sorry, cat, we're doing show and tell. Show and tell time. Oh, I can only find one. Where's the others? Oh, the cat's not happy. Sorry, cat. Moving around. Where's my other books? Oh, they're down there. Alright, I can't get to those. So we'll just do it with this one. Alright, cat, we're going back to the desk. She's not happy. She's very confused. Alright. There. It's one of the newest books. It is the newest book. One of the comic books from Vox Machina. You have gained 1,000 points. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alright, but now if I select this, it won't also select the shark tank. I am also surprised he didn't just jump off, because she normally does. Speaking of books, I also got this one, which I'm really excited to read, but I haven't started yet, because I'm really bad at starting books. Like, once I'm reading a book, I go through it really fast. But yeah, look, it's the newest Avatar book as well. I can tell that it's mirrored. I've mirrored my mic, my camera, for my own convenience. But I feel like that's not a thing that I should do. Can I mirror you? Wait. I should be able to do this. Transform. Flip horizontal. There we go. Okay, yeah, now it's a lot more confusing for you. But now it's no longer mirrored. So it's the Dawn of Yang Cheng. It's Avatar Yang Cheng. So it's not the Avatar. So you got Avatar The Last Airbender. Then before Aang, the Avatar from that series, there was Avatar Roku. Before that there was Avatar Kyoshi, which also got these similar books. And now the writer of those books wrote another book about Yang Chen, which was the Avatar before the Avatar before Kyoshi. So it was like the Airbender Avatar before Aang. So, super, super cool. Today you found out ring-tailed lemurs are endangered. I thought that they are near threatened. Yeah. No, like, there is a bajillion of them in captivity, but in the wild, like, I think all lemurs are in trouble. Choose an animal for your desert zoo. It's gonna be for you, the habitat. Well, I mean, seeing as how I'm on a quest to see fennec foxes, I feel like the fennec fox could be a fun one. Yeah, lemurs in general are the most endangered group of mammals, yeah. Would not surprise me. Madagascar does not have their shit together, I'm afraid. Oops, that is... Yeah, it's fine. get rid of this terrain over here. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, so we got this all done. Now we can work on whatever I want to do over here. So, what do I want to do over here? I don't know. We're gonna make an aquarium. It's gonna have fish. Probably. Maybe not even fish. This could be a cool spot for like a something frog related even. Just kind of put that over there so that it's not interfering with anything. Like how cool would a big frog thing be? Kind of over here. Oh. And we have a backstage that can kind of reach it. Actually reach it really well. So that's not a problem. Because we already made a kind of terrarium. And at the entrance. But this could be different. Frog. Ooh, Late Titicaca frogs. That's a good idea. They're cool. And yeah, the idea is that this room would be relatively dark. So that works. Titicaca frogs. I like it, I like it. I can fight with that. And that is a nice water level. You can just put the exhibit for the Goliath frog in. Yeah, you'd think so. But there's a couple of issues with that. Because I tried it. I tried it in a different spot, but... So... Issue number one, of course, is just overall size. If I put it in here, it fits. It fits in here. But that means that I lose my backstage access to this place. So... Where there would have been a nice little room back here, there is now just the exhibit. And then the next problem is this. It's sticking out the top. It's not that bad, I will say. It is a lot better than the other spot that I had at first. But I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this exhibit. Also, the Goliath frog is a bit of an odd one. Just label everything. I don't care. Because yeah, we would then do something like this. Wolverine Fox. Hey, Bold! How are you doing? Yeah, the exhibit's not bad, but I prefer doing something myself. I want to have a door here, and let's just get rid of that. Someone just chilling at the London Zoo as a cool frog. You're okay, how am I? I'm pretty good. Had a fun day at work. Got a new camera. Got a nice stream going. The game's not completely broken, even though I'm doing some really crazy stuff. Is there any armadillo enclosure that you think is cool? Armadillo enclosure that I think is cool. I think I've only seen about 3 armadillo enclosures. One of them was empty. One of them was neat. The other was okay. Let me think. So, the one at Olimölle is fun. Because of the chaos. I feel like I haven't seen any cool armadillo enclosure. I feel like any armadillo enclosure that I remember, I just think is cool because armadillos are cool. Like over here. Like they're just cool animals. And that's why I thought it was cool. But yeah, the enclosure itself is kind of like whatever. And then same for Zoo Bizarre. Like, the armadillos weren't even in their enclosure, so of course it was cool. But yeah, there wasn't really the enclosure wasn't all that amazing necessarily. Maybe you can use a mod that makes exhibit poses of the animals into placeable props. Yeah, but I don't like I don't want to use prop mods. Doesn't need to have animals in it, as long as it looks cool. Like, we got the exhibit at the entrance, which is not 100% finished, and it looks like it even broke. Did I use... Huh, why did this break, actually? Did I use the pebbles for this? I didn't, right? I don't feel like I deleted these. And now I'm wondering if it's the bug, because there's like a bug that random things are being deleted. Or if I did something weird here that I may have accidentally deleted. Both are very real possibilities. But yeah, this looks fine as like an exhibit. And we can do the same thing in there. I don't mind that. I do wonder if we can do something even cooler. We can though. Yes. We'll have fish and frogs. And we'll make it look like there's like a waterfall. The old zoo of Emma had a really nice frog tank in that crocodile building. That's a bummer. Whenever I hear old zoo of Emma, it's just sad. The wetlands is pretty nice. Except for the hippos. That was sad. But yeah. So, I think this is a layout I'm pretty happy with. Especially if we like put a nice little door over here. So that will be the backstage for both these things, as well as probably a door into the mangrove somehow. As well as backstage access to whatever this aquarium is going to be. So yeah, that's cool. And I actually have, surprisingly, I do have room for backstages somehow. Like over here, we got potential backstage for the cichlids. We got the keeper door into the crocodile exhibit, as well as, you know, backstage room for these tanks. Even can access the scorpions from here, which I'm still not sure if I want to keep the scorpions in here or just imply it's something else. Someone who used to go to Eben, well, this just kind of feels like meh. Yeah, I have never been to Emma, so I don't have the reference. I wonder if we can do something crazy here as well. We're gonna try to break the water. I don't think it's gonna work, but I gotta try. So we are going to put a null thing here. And we're going to move it there. Then I'm going to put down a glass. Actually, no. We're going to get rid of this one. We're going to curve. I'm going to attach to this. We're going to curve and attach to this. And now we're going to close that up. Wait a second. I messed up. Alright, I want it to be null. I'm going to close that up. And we're going to move this over. Not over there. Move this over here. Yeah, it doesn't work. It's too thick. Didn't expect it to be so thick. How do I get it to be sharper? You would love the old Emma. There's so many hidden underground spots with small exhibits. That sounds really fun. Yeah, I went to the old zoo of Emma, like the park that there's now there. But there was not really a lot to see. Like, you could tell it used to be a zoo and that was about it. I expected this to work differently. I wonder if I put it over here and then do it. And now drag it out? No, it's still... Okay, well, what if... we just... have a null post? Just a null post. And we curve. We curve here. And we do this. Ah! Now we got something. This is what I want. Because I won't not be surprised if that didn't work. Damn it. I thought that might work. I don't know why. I need to investigate what we did over here. I need to investigate what's going on here. Yeah, it's the same thing. See? It curves around. And that works. So why doesn't it work now? Trying to break water. Someone speaking Arabic. Please, if you're an actual person, don't do that. Otherwise, I will have to get rid of you. So how do I... It's not exactly the same situation. What if I do it from this side? No? What if I do this? And then... Ugh! That's even weirder. What? Okay. Wait. I want to do this. I want to connect this here. I want to connect this here. No. I feel like I can do something with this. Wait. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. I just need to figure out how to use this to our advantage. Because that kind of blocks my cave a little bit. Well, okay, this is not a struggle that most people would have with Planet Zoo barriers. This is on me. And I know that. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. Except that it's sticking out, but... I know what to do. I need the... Do I know what to do? Alright, I need this to be like that. And this to be like that. Or even like that. And now I think it'll kind of behave like I intended to. Or maybe we're just back where we started. Oh boy. Honestly, that looks kind of good. But I don't want to hook it up to that, so I'm gonna try to place a null post in here. And we're gonna attach to that. Okay, this is definitely not gonna work. But we can try. Nope. Wait, it's also attached to the wrong thing. Yeah, I don't think this is tutorial material. Oh? We got him! We got it! Yes! I broke the water! Success! The entire stream was worth it, everyone. So yeah, that's how you break water. Have you learned? What did we learn today? Fuck around, find out. Yes, we finally reached the title of the stream. So yeah, mess around with curved barriers enough and you will break the water. And that's how you do it. I went into labor. And I'm pretty sure we can kind of do whatever the hell we want with this now. So, also if you want to prevent this, here's another quick trick. If you want to prevent that from happening, you just make a barrier. You select the barrier, and now it won't try to attach. So you can place that wherever you want. Quick tricks. There's a reason I make those tutorials. I'm qualified. Let's do that so that we don't stick through. See if it still works. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? We broke it. So the only thing that isn't super realistic about this is that there isn't really a way for the keepers to access this aquarium. But we'll imply something. Like, one thing that we can do, hello cat, is like what I did over here, which they can access it from the back here, like there is space here, but we also have these things, which imply, the implication here is that they would be able to lock some sort of tool in here and then open up the lids to access it from the front as well. This weekend, Saturday, I'll be uploading a new real-life zoo tour. No guests this time, just me. And we're going to be exploring an aquarium. In my opinion, one of the best aquariums in the Netherlands, which might be controversial. But it's really, really cool, and I hope you guys will enjoy. And yeah, making that video kind of got me excited about working on the Keypark aquarium again as well, because it's super inspiring. My cat is underneath the table. Hello. She's actually having a surprisingly good time. Usually she is not as cool with my existence. I feel like she'd rather sit in this chair without... No, actually. Even though she does that, she definitely does prefer my lap because I am very warm. I'm a very warm person. My girlfriend complains about it. Well, not always. She likes it when I can warm her hands. But, yeah, cat can't appreciate warm. I'm gonna make a clip of me shouting that I broke the water. I want to put that on Twitter. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this wall, but I mean there's bound to be some like empty walls. So overall, the story in the story of the zoo, this room over here would definitely be the oldest room of the aquarium. Which is why it's a bit more like straight. You know, yeah, this is all very straight. The only reason these are curved is because they need to be for the game to function. I'm probably gonna hide it pretty well because it's possible to hide the curves a bit. But yeah. Like, I feel like from this point on, it would be like the renovated aquarium. If you don't know what to do, a wall education is always the way to go. Yeah, exactly. That is what I'm mostly... This is going to be like the big education wall, all about probably the different lakes of Africa, something like that. Then this wall can be something else, or it can just be a nice decoration. Then over here is going to be all about mangroves, and I feel like I can incorporate, that's why I didn't put a billboard here. I feel like I can also put an archer fish aquarium in here, in the wall, which will, yeah, of course those are a cool, really, really cool fish. Archer fish are freaking amazing. But yeah, let's kind of work on these aquariums for a little bit before we end off the stream. So let's get our reference out again. I need to quickly go to our hunts, that day, and the last aquarium thing. Oh, so many children. So, we've got a cool edge and a dark wall. Also, look at this. It's sand, kind of. It's one of the best looking sand textures I've found outside of the moss. Moss is also really good, but it can be a little bit more difficult to work with. So it's cool to have some variation with a straight edge. Especially, the straight edge part is especially nice. So that back wall is pretty good. I'm gonna move this slightly like this. Fix the Z fighting. Uh-oh. That ruins it. Oh, I actually need to use the bathroom. I've just noticed. Wait. We can figure this out. I think it's fine. I think it's not a it's not a priority 1 incident. I did not just shit my pants. I feel like it I feel like it looks like I just shat myself. That would be something. Guys, we need to go to break. I just shut my pants. I don't know what kind of face I just made, but feel like I looked really weird. And now I'm gonna get a message from Eben, who's rewatching the stream tomorrow. He's gonna be like, what the fuck, dude? Goofy Goron. I'm finally getting into... This is just regular Goron. You've just, so far on streams, mostly seen Shy Goron. Goron who doesn't really know how to talk to himself, Goron. While also being focused on Planet Zoo. Yes, you've unlocked me. Feel free to unsubscribe, now that you know the real me. Nah. Good. That's a promise. You are now never allowed to unsubscribe ever again. This was your one chance. From here on I will hold you hostage and I will deem it consensual. Ow, hey! No claws. Freaking claws on my knees. It sounds like it could be a Phineas and Ferb song. Instead of squills in my pants, it's claws in my knees. I feel like my biggest problem while streaming is that my brain is like filtering out which things to say and which things not to say. Because if you could read my mind, there's a lot of dumb shit in there. Never gonna unsubscribe. True American freedom. You're free to do what you want. Except for this and this and this. Alright, that is just to clean up the glass. I got a trick now to make the glass look a lot better. Without posts. Like you can see it. Can you see it? Have I done it anywhere? Did I do it here? I did it in St. Reginald. I feel like I did it somewhere out here. Oh yeah, I did it over here. I can do, you can do this. But, the problem with this is that it messes with water. So, just like we saw over when we did that weird thing with the barriers. Like when we did this. It's essentially the same thing. So if you have a normal thing, and it's big enough, it fills us up to the corners, and it still does that when you have a null post. Like this will still fill up to the corner just fine. But if you do that trick, which I'll quickly show you, it's a combination of a couple of tricks I've already shown you today. Like, you want to get it there, but not connect it. So what you do is just do this. And then you just try to... You have to kind of guesstimate it. Because you can't really see because of the null things. Well, yeah, you do this. And there you go. You got a nice, good-looking glass thing. But you'll see if we fill this up, it gets a little confused over there. So that's why I can't do that. Thank you, free build. So that's why we use the black bars. To kind of make it not have holes in it. Which is a nice feature for your walls or your glass. Especially your aquarium windows should probably not have holes in them. Damn, it's already... How long have we been streaming? Almost 2 hours! Time flies. Well, we can keep going. I'm working from home tomorrow. So I have nowhere to be. Let's do something like this kind of color. I feel like would work relatively well. And let's get an angry fender. Because I feel like these could be a little bit higher. Like up to here about. Hello. Sometimes this game. Frustrating. I actually think I want it to be more like this. My cat is trying to... Are you okay? Hey, don't slap me. Slap you. She wants to leave. Got in a fight. And she just runs away. She never wants to talk about our issues. We really need to go to counseling, to be honest. But can't help it. Alright, so now this is the difficult part. Is that this is less than 1 meter. So how do we deal with that? Oh, it's also not straight? That's weird. I thought I paid pretty close attention to keeping it straight. Not that it matters. Because it looks pretty straight. Yeah, you can kind of tell. I think I moved some stuff around to get the water to work a little bit better. Because you can tell, like when something like this happens, like we see over here. Why is it obstructed? Okay. When something like this happens, where it's not attaching to the glass, I'm pretty sure like the water is trying to somehow fit into a certain shape, right? And I feel like these are kind of like attachment points, just like how the terrain, it's like grid based, right? So I feel like the water has a similar kind of grid, or maybe it even uses the same grid, who knows? Doesn't look like it completely lines up with that grid. But yeah, somehow it trying to find certain points, and I feel like it influences what you can do with it. But that's just a theory. Quite literally a game theory, but not in the sense that game theory uses it. I'm gonna post my koala habitat incarnation. Super happy about it. Nice, can't wait to see. I'll check it after the stream. Alright, so for this one, we're not gonna be able to hide that at all. So I'm gonna take plaster And we're going to take the, not the vent, although the vent would work, technically, because it is the right size. But let's not, you know, break the game any... Actually, yeah, the vent is actually a lot better because it's straighter. It's got sharper edges. The trim is nice, but as you can see over here, the trim has very round edges. So I could actually also replace these with the vent. It would look a lot better. But I'm lazy. Actually, let's just do... Not make it any bigger than we need to. There we go. And now I want to have that trim. I think we can use the conservation. Although again, these points are going to be really difficult to get right. So I'm actually going to experiment over here. So I feel like that almost works. It's not perfect though. Especially not on this side. What can we do about that? We need to find either... we can use the gutter actually. Just use the gutter. It's a way better piece for this anyway. And we got a half-meter variant. So we'll just do this. That will look way cooler. So let's take our same color as before. Maybe even a little lighter. And a little bluer. Oh. Well, now I don't know. Oh, actually, I want that to be in the same group anyway. It's not straight up against the glass. There we go, yeah, that'll look quite nice. Where the hell? Why is it over there? Sometimes this game really confuses me. Then again, I think with the things that I do, I probably confuse the game quite a bit as well. Maybe that's why the water works. At a certain point you're messing with the game so much the game just gives up. It's like, fine. You want water here, just take it, but leave me alone. Yeah, okay, clearly I have to move that back a bit if I want it to be the same. So after my zoo trip, I'm leaving on my sister's birthday, and I was kind of sad that I didn't think she'd celebrate it because the past, like, some things have been going on and she hasn't been celebrating it for a couple of years, not just because of COVID, but also other reasons. So I thought it wasn't going to be a celebration party. So I was like, yeah, I can go on my holiday. It won't be anything. And right after I booked everything, she announced that she will be celebrating her birthday. So I proposed, you know what, I'm not going to be there. But if you want, after I get back from my trip, I still have 2 days off. We can go to a zoo together. So we're going to go to Burger Zoo, which I'm super, super excited about. Because she's never been. So that's already just a lot of fun. Just to see her experience that for the first time. Because when I went there for the first time last year, my jaw was on the floor. So was Eben's. So I'm super excited to show her the aquarium and the bush. And it's going to be so fucking cool. But then also just getting to go to Burgers again. Ever since I went there last year with Eben, I've just been really wanting to go again because it is just such an amazing zoo. It is so cool. Alright. So there we go. We got a little fun little trim. We can also use the same trim for the bottom, to be honest. While we're at it. And if we just get rid of this water, we can flatten this out. Need to somehow fix this still. It's one of the things that has kind of gone wrong a bit, that I'm not super happy with. I would rather have this one continue at that curve. And just have it become... What's your deal? What are you fighting with? Oh, you're also at a curve. Or at a slope, I should say. Well then. But then we can take the same things and just like this. We can make it hit the ground in a less obtrusive way. So now this room at least looks a bit normal. Cool. Then have to go. See you next time. See you next time, buddy. I don't know how much longer I'll be going for anyway. Because normally I would be walking the dog right now. But I'm still here. So that's not in it. Alright, let's see. How high is the water again? I think that is perfect. Alright. Now we just need to figure out another way to do these because this doesn't work. I don't want to close them because it's kind of been the entire point of this whole shape is to blow people's minds. And if we don't have glass there, that won't happen. I do need to stop soon though, because I am starting to get a bit of a throat ache. These will do. So because we're gonna have water in here, you just need to make sure that they're above the water level, and then you actually won't be able to see anything weird about it because of the way that water reflects. So this is actually perfect solution, if I do say so myself. There you go. Right, this one is sticking through ever so slightly. So let's fix that. And bam, hidden. Now we just take these another time. There we go. Super, super cool. I love it. That's exactly what we want. And now, of course, we can do cool stuff as well. Gaming Giraffe is back again. Did you switch accounts? Noah Sexy Boy? Or is this, I'm confused. Path lights. So what we can do in areas like this, if we want, is, let's make it nighttime. You can use the path light to light up these exhibits in a way that doesn't really mess with other areas. Like, it does it a little bit over here. But overall, on another account, don't mind the name. Alright, will do. So yeah, if you do stuff like that, and it's not great. If you get closer. You want to light up the exhibit, but I don't want to light up the path with that same light, which can be very difficult. The path light is a nice way to do it, normally, but this is probably the best way to do it. But this way, it's going to cast light into the reef tank. And I'm not sure how happy I am about that. But it is a good way to do it. Oh, it does need to be a bit lower, because currently it is in the floor of the backstage. But if we put this to always on, and we make it daytime, we should still see some effect from it. So let's just extend the sand. We're gonna extend it. That does not work. What species did you decide to add to the tanks? What was that lake thing? Was that you who mentioned that? Because I was kind of just intending to steal from this. So over here they got this one, which is from Africa, I'm pretty sure. Because I don't know fish well enough to be able to make my own species lists, really. So I tend to just look at aquariums and steal from them. These are from Africa. Princess of Burundi. So I can write that line. Princess of Burundi. They're from Africa. I think this one wasn't. And this one isn't either. This is a catfish. Look at that dragon stone. Looks so cool. I got the same kind of rocks in my aquarium as well. I couldn't read the name. And I can't tell if they're from Africa or not. That's another thing that my GoPro is going to be a lot better at. Is darkness. I think it might be this. Mochikoride? Oh, this is also an African fish. It's a catfish. So let's put that one down for the time being. Unless we can think of something cooler. But it really doesn't matter that much. It's just for our own, like, imagination. Are the species in Keypark the same as inspiration? Mostly. It just depends. Like, for fish, as I said, I don't know fish well enough to be able to make extensive species lists. So I tend to just look at an aquarium and go like, oh hey, that looks cool. I'll just take them. That looks like a similar sized tank. In this case, that's not the case because these tanks are way bigger than their inspirations. But yeah, I don't know. Like the dwarf crocodile exhibit is mostly based on the Nile crocodile exhibit of Beeksebergen, to be honest. If anything. So yeah. When are we going to wrap up for today? Probably in a moment. Just I'm almost done. But we made some decent progress. We cleaned up these things a little bit. We did magic. And I almost... Like, I need to figure out exactly what I did still. Because once I know how to do this reliably, I'll be able to make a tutorial out of it. But until that time, it's more like... Yeah, fuck around and find out. And yeah, we got all these billboards in. So probably next thing I'm gonna be doing in my free time. Wait, oops. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Oh, crap. I don't know how this got messed up. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, I know how this got messed up. It's the new thing. So we need to quickly do this. There we go. Probably in my free time I'll see if I can make a decent looking mangrove. Okay, is this the billboard's not aligning, or I think this is the billboard's not aligning. Yeah. That can be solved. Wait a second. I just made it worse. Oh. It's impossible. How do I fix this? We're back to Billboards being a bitch. Because now this one's messed up. Alright, I'm not going to spend another hour just screwing around with this one billboard. Trying to make it fit an area probably doesn't. But I almost got it. Crap. We are so close to victory. Wait. If I move it this way now. Now this is messed up. If you just keep making small adjustments, eventually it will not work. Because it just doesn't fit. But if I move this one, yeah, that was a sentence in my head, probably. Billboards are a pain. Well, billboards are not a pain. Just what I'm doing right now is a pain. There we go. It's fixed. As I was saying, between stream I'm probably going to try to make someone Romano at some point. Way back when we started Keypark, Romano said that he would have a jab at a naturalistic looking mangrove environment. But I never got back from him about that, so I'm guessing he didn't have time for it, which is totally fine. It was just a little request anyway. So I can do it myself. So I will try to do just that. Make a nice little mangrove map to take a big old screenshot in. And I think I will try a diorama map for that, because you don't have to deal with a horizon. I can actually quickly, you know what? Let's end off the stream by showing you the basic setup I have in mind for that. So I'm gonna save real quick. And I'm also gonna save the backup because we did some water magic today that I don't want to lose. And let's go to the main menu and I'll show you what I have in mind, because what we want is kind of an endless horizon. Which you don't really have on any map, because all the maps have like mountains and stuff like that around it. We don't want that, so if we go to a diorama map, there are no mountains or whatever. So I think with the right angle, it will look like our water is just kind of going forever. Now, good thing that I have the quick tricks map over here, which is the diorama map filled in with terrain, which is kind of useful. Because without that, we of course won't be able to put any water in it. So if I just get rid of this, this is a tutorial that's not out yet, I'm pretty sure. So I won't tell you what it's about. But what we can do is let's make it sand. No, actually, I don't know if I want this to be a temperate map. I will have to try out other maps as well to see if I prefer the terrain. I'm not too familiar with the other biomes and their terrains, I will say. So I don't know if there's a better terrain out there for a mangrove. Like, you'd think tropical, but I feel like the tropical sand is kinda eh. Not that the temperate sand is the best thing in the world. But anyway, let's just Bye-bye, gonna watch the rest tomorrow. Yeah, it won't be much. It will just... We're just gonna fill this up with water and see what it looks like. This is what was not covered in my tutorial. They just said, go to the workshop, find the thing you're looking for. We could actually see if there is some kind of mangrove on the workshop, but I doubt it. Ooh, that's a nice pack. Mangrove. Custom mangrove. That is actually kind of cool. Ooh, Romano did make some custom mangrove trees. Did he make those for me? I don't think so. So I made an Asian mangrove diorama. We could actually steal from that. There is a gharial forest. Or mangrove forest gharial habitat. Bye bye everyone. Bye elephant puppet. There's a couple of mangrove-y stuff. Mostly habitats, but they do have some cool like roots. There is cool stuff in here, I will say. This one also. It's okay. That one I'm not too sure about, but we can try them, of course. So we are going to take from the edge over here the longest barrier, and we're going to go to the other side. The game is not going to like me after this, I can tell you that much. We're going all the way. Oh, the game is going to be so upset. Wait, why am I able to place that? That's weird. Is this a diorama thing? Or a free... Yeah, it's probably a combination of freeboot and diorama. Mode being weird. But yeah, we can go all the way... Like, look how far we can go. That's not okay. It's not okay. That's weird. I'll say that's weird. So let's go all the way. Like in the song. One thing I don't like about the diorama map is just how bright it is. It feels unnaturally bright. But anyway, this is gonna take a little while. Obstructed. Obstructed. Oh. Okay, maybe it needs to be taller. Why can I not select my fence? Hello? Oh god. Game doesn't like that. Okay. I have a feeling that we are outside the border of the map. Let me just... No, we're not. Alright, are we? No, we're not. Why am I able to... Well, that was it for the stream. I may have pushed a little too far there. That's on me. Whoops. I'll see you guys next stream. The zoo tour on Saturday. St. Reginald on Saturday. We're gonna record tomorrow. So looking forward to that. Can't wait to see what Wyatt's been cooking up. So yeah. Looking forward to it. See you all then. And we'll probably stream again sometime next week. Don't know when. Don't know what. Well, I know what. Probably more of this. But we'll see. I'll see you all then. Have a good evening. Bye-bye. I really need a... Every time it's the same thing. There it is.